What up, y'all? Paige, Byrd here once again. I just had some shower thoughts earlier about quitting marijuana. And ever since I made my first video, honestly, I've just thought about some things I kind of wanted to say and kind of forgot to say, or maybe didn't say the best way. So I just wanted to kind of elaborate on some things I was just thinking about right here. And one is stereotypes of marijuana. The stereotype is people that are high are lazy and paranoid, and they overthink things, and they procrastinate, and they're tired, and they have the munchies. Well, first of all, the stereotype of having the munchies is obviously extremely true, but I just wanted to say that a lot of these stereotypes are true, guys. When I was smoking, I was a lot lazier. I was a lot more tired. I would yawn throughout the day a lot more. I didn't have near as much energy as I have now. I think that's just how the marijuana affects you, and then also just inhaling crude smoke into your lungs all the time. Paranoia. It's not like you're afraid that the cops are going to come and bust you down. No, it's like you're kind of afraid to speak your mind because you're thinking that someone may not like you, or why did someone say that, or what do they really think about me? And you kind of put all these crazy thoughts in your head that really aren't true and don't need to be there, which causes you to kind of overthink. And if you're anything like me, you overthink when you're sober. So adding pot into the mix and then being paranoid about what people may think of you, or just anything, whether it be true or not, just doesn't help. And then of course, tiredness and procrastination, they kind of go hand in hand. When I'm sober, I procrastinate. When I'm on pot, I procrastinate even more because of the overthinking, the paranoia that someone thinks that I'm some sort of way, or, stuff that just doesn't need to be in your scope of your mindset throughout your day if you're trying to succeed. But my main point here is that these problems arise when you're not stoned. These really do. These problems arise whenever you're just sober. Pot just makes them worse. It made them worse for me. And people don't like to admit that these stereotypes are always true. And once again, for some people, pot is a lot better than pharmaceutical drugs and actually calms their anxiety and is like a good thing for them. So that's freaking great. I would much rather them use pot than use some like addictive pill or some other worse street drug or even alcohol. I really think pot's way better than alcohol, but I am saying that a lot of these stereotypes are true, first of all, in my personal experience from going to smoking to not. And the thing is that they're true when you're sober, but the pot just makes them worse, is basically what I'm getting down to. And lastly, it's not, this boils down to this, guys. It's not really the pot that's doing this to you, it's just making it worse. The pot is a symptom of problems that you already have in your life already, from childhood. We all have problems, so that's totally fine to admit. The pot is just you using something in order to cover up these problems that you have, instead of tackling them like an adult or like a mature person head on, sober, dealing with them day by day or hour by hour, and actually trying to make progressive steps into solving them. When you're sober, you're more so forced to do that. When you're high, you can push it, sweep it underneath the rug, and you don't really have to think about it that much. And that's the problem. So getting stoned, not dealing with your problems, guys, not a good way to go about progressing and getting stuff done and just being a better person. So once again, these problems persist sober. Pot just makes them way worse. And if you're stoned and you can't think right, and you're scatterbrained because you're super stoned, like people want to say that it helps ADHD and stuff. I really personally don't think so. It honestly made me even more confused. it would calm me down, maybe make me less talkative, but I didn't really see that as a good thing after a while. Like, I've got things to say. I want to be talkative. I've got points to prove. I've got passions in order to express. And once again, the pot kind of just dumbed me down a little bit. So, wanted to elaborate on my first video, guys. I'd watched it and, I kind of had some other thoughts, some things I wanted to say, but that's pretty much it. A pot truly is a symptom of the problem, guys, and the more we smoke it, the less we deal with our problems. And the only way to fix your problems, laziness, insecurity, overthinking, is to address them head on and fully and accept them and be able to admit them to yourself and to others without getting depressed and letting it beat you down and feeling like you're a failure. So don't be too hard on yourself, guys. You can totally do this. If I can do this, you guys can totally do this. I've been smoking forever. Like I said, from the time I got up in the morning to the time I went to bed, even more so later in the day. If you guys are trying to quit, you can totally do this. If you're not, then that's totally fine too. But I hope talks like these will give you some insight. I'm gonna try to keep you updated. I'm on like 3.5 months right now, so this has been a huge change for me and a big eye-opener. And I hope you guys are doing good. Paige, Byrd here, over and out. Happy New Year, guys. Best of luck to you. Till next time. Also, guys, what people think of you really doesn't matter. As long as you're not hurting anybody and you're trying to do your best and you're literally just trying to progress yourself and be a better person, then you shouldn't care what other people think about you. And if the people that are your friends should like you for what you're doing to better yourself. So as long as you're not hurting anybody, guys, don't let what others think about you change your life at all. Be on your path. Be confident in what you're doing. You don't have to worry about anybody else. Just wanted to give you that quick tip. Peace.